One of the questions that I got in class was how we take these technical briefs that you all prepared and get to a mechanical analysis of your report. And so this is just a quick video to show how some of that might work. And I'll provide some guidance on the Brightspace page by means of a rubric, but a real rough outline here is, the first task was to analyze the motor, and then you had to analyze the lifting task. When you compare the motor and the lifting task, you can identify the gear ratio, and then you design your output gear and rework your gear ratio to determine the load on the motor. And finally, do a safety check. What's the force on the gear tooth and what's the stress involved? And so as we work through this, first I would make an outline and then I would start filling in these pieces, right? And so here I would go looking for whoever had to analyze the testing. We have a table, we have a graph, we have a line, a trend line, and this gives us stall torque and no load speed. And then the next piece might be to calculate Pmax. I had a student here calculating Pmax. Here we go. And so you might look at this and say, okay, I can copy and paste this into the document. Or you might say, okay, person A who did this technical brief, I want you to kind of reformat it a little bit to get it into the ongoing report that you're working with. So here, you might ask person A rewrites find Pmax calculation, right? So now that's done. Okay, so that person will write that in here, or that person will grab this information and copy it into the document and then do some formatting, right? Okay, so you decide a little bit how that goes. Now analyzing the lifting task. I have that here. I have a great equation formatted, so definitely I want to copy that. I'll have to figure out exactly where that goes and if its equation number changes. But I also have my explanation. Okay, so this requires some editing, but I've got my explanations in here. And so the better your original technical report was, the easier this will be. But certainly everyone could start filling in the outline, and then you could have one person work on making this clear. The other thing that you could do is you could decide, okay, I'm going to take this outline. So let me and instead of trying to copy paste, other than copying and pasting these equations, I'm going to handwrite it. So I actually didn't see this testing, so that might have been done by another member that I hadn't looked at yet. But I would insert a paragraph explaining the graph. I would insert the graph with trend line. And so hopefully this helps you get an idea of all of the work that you've already done feeds this mechanical analysis piece of your report. So look to the Brightspace page soon for more guidance, but this should get you started.